Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa
First of
rahmatullah.
all, thank you so much for having your valuable time with us. We are really grateful and honored to be here with us today. Uh, with your permission, let us ask you a few questions here, okay?
Okay, it's okay.
Okay, ma'am, how did your personal experience and cultural background influence your decision to write the book Memories of an Arab Night Woman?
All right. That book, it is, I used my experience in horse riding over 20 years, and I faced many challenges in that time. And then I tried to modify it to write a novel and to send through that one messages to every woman. Because that story, the woman decided to ride a horse in late 30s. That means early 40s.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
she was following her dream to ride the horse, but in her childhood and when she was teenager, when she was able to ride, but she wasn't able because she didn't have time. She didn't have enough money because it's a quite expensive sport. Then she decided too late when she was in late 30s. Then she started to learn. And when she started to take that decision, she faced another challenges. It's not the matter of timing now, not the matter of money, but there is another challenges appear in her life. So that it was worth to understand that there are some dreams. Maybe we will postpone that dreams for later on.
Yeah.
And it will come one day that it is if we keep it and follow it, and if we sure about our decision, then it is will be that it is something worth to follow and follow. She followed her dream and she started to register in different school riding for horses, and then she started slowly to face some problems. Then I document all that, and it is like a message for each woman.
Yeah, mashallah. Nice message. Like valuing the time and all.
Uh, Ma'am, my question is beyond success and achievements and titles, success often carries deeper personal meaning. So, how do you mean or what do you define success as a writer and cultural leader?
As we hear about success, maybe people will see that some pictures that it is they define it as a success, but it is sometimes for the person who face a lot of problems, it might be not a success, because success sometimes we need to pay for that a lot. And it depends. I mean, everyone will see it from different angles. And people, when they see the achievement at the end, they think about the achievement itself, not the fruits we will get it. But again, it is when we look to the whole journey, there are many barriers, many challenges appears. And maybe sometimes the people who think that they are succeed in their life, and they are not happy with their achievements sometimes, and because they face a lot of problems and they sacrifice. So in this case, it is when we say we succeed in something, we need to fix some goals. And once we achieve that goals, we may say that it is successful, or this is the achievement. So we decide it and we design it for ourselves. But maybe with the age, we change our philosophy, how we think about other things. And I'm just it is sometimes it is really very sad when we look to the women who raise children, and we say we don't even give them the term of success, because they are not working. So they are working at home, and we really neglect those women sometimes, and it is really very hard. And to define the succeed and success, and this is, I mean, it is, we need to look at differently how we want to design our life, what is our goals, what are the aims we are targeting for. And I think all of us who achieve a small thing, they are achieved in their life, so they are succeed in some way. So sometimes I don't like to just emphasize all the picture on the woman who working and doing outside the home. So to generalize the thing that it is everyone set a goal and that will be his achievement and this is his succeed, or the meaning of succeed will be reflected in his life. To reflect that in his life or her life, that it is will be the happiness we are targeting, and happiness is mean that we are enjoying the life at the end of the day.
To ask you that somehow your journey marked by challenges. As a woman writer and a publisher, what challenges have you encountered in your journey?
The challenge sometimes to have adequate money to run all those businesses. I mean, even small things need adequate money or to plan the budget in a good way. And sometimes we need, for myself, I mean, I have to decide whether I want to sacrifice few things in my life, and am I will be able to carry on with that sacrifice. I mean, because to go on this journey, to be a businesswoman, to travel and to be a writer, I need to sacrifice, and it is not an easy sometimes. And to sacrifice, that's in the matter of, when I look to my colleagues, sometimes they are, I feel now that it is women staying at home, she is the queen, because everything it's brought to her. I mean, she is very protected in her house. She is very protected and secure in the matter of having somebody taking care or sponsor her, if I can use this term. And it is, she is a queen. And when you look to the queen, sometimes everyone would like to have that comfortable zone and comfortable life. But in fact, if we are working, so daily we need to keep the position, we want to keep the work and the job, and to ask more educations. So it's all the time. There are some challenges, but the question I asked to myself, that am I able to sacrifice and able to walk in that path? And then I decided, because my circumstances completely different than other people, so I don't think that I will be role model in everything, but in maybe one part, two part, that it is the challenge. I need to use the word sabr 100 times, and I have to be patient till the achievement or the thing I targeted, it will, I achieve it with, whether it is partially or it is that it is the achievement I want. So within the time, sometimes we modify the plan. So there is no harm to modify it and change the view, and work in harmony with the life. So this is here it is achievement, but it is a challenge. Any challenges just need some sabr and to be patient, and with the thing with people, and to interact with different mentality, different culture, different point of view. So human being, the relation with human being, it is the most difficult part. I mean, comparing with having to budget thing and to have adequate time and adequate money, and to have a secure job, secure business. Then I came again to the end that it is the relationship between human being. It is really sometimes difficult, and I need to be very wise and patient with most many difficulties. I don't want to use the word problems, but it is difficulties with some mentality.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. More inspiring. And finally, in the era of globalization, how can Arabic literature maintain its uniqueness?
Well, let me say, not. I will not talking about the Arab literature in general. I will focus on GCC literature. I mean, the uniqueness of this part of the world or Arab countries. It is developed more than before, and we can see that it is some theory, some the way of writing when it's translated to different languages, like one of my book translated to 9 languages. So that's mean that it is over the world they are digging to know more details about GCC countries. And when it's coming to the literature, then I feel like we are like other, each language, each literature has some beauty. English, French, Indian, Urdu. So language has a beauty, but how is the some writers will modify that one and in a novel that it is leading people to understand some messages in this life. So I think it is each language has some beauty, but how much we will market our skills, our books, and be influenced by others, and other will be influenced by us also, because it must be some exchanging, and it is with this globalization. There is all the time they say there is a magic in the desert, and there is some beautiness or beauty coming from the desert, from the ocean, from the sea, from the beach, because those two elements we work on them quite often. Two parts. It's influence our literature as well. So my focusing now it is GCC literature, and trying with the theater, with the different kind of music, and to short stories, novel, and this is how the I think majority now focusing on GCC countries.
Thank you.
Maybe the beauty because it is unknown.
Yeah.
So sometimes if it's we will be curious to know more about the details about that region.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much.